Welcome to the June 6th Global Sailing World on Water Sailing Highlights show. All of our videos have been released in the last 7 days. Comments from owners and sailors in the Giorgio Armani Superyacht Regatta 2025 at the Yacht Club Costa Smeralda.
It's exciting that we have so many super yachts here this year, but also more than that, that the event is supported by the industry and it's supported by an amazing sponsor in Giorgio Armani, and it's great to see them in the marine sector.
I love coming here to Porto-Cervo to sail, and it's a really special experience being here with the super yachts. It's my first time racing on board super yachts, so quite an experience in the light breeze. It's great having so many guests on board and getting to introduce them to the sport of sailing in a place as incredible as this. The coastal sailing around all the islands, it's an incredible opportunity for everyone on board.
A Porto-Cervo si torna sempre molto volentieri, è uno degli scenari più belli al mondo dove regatare, questo non lo dice Gangabruni ma lo dicono tutti. È un posto dove c'è tattica molto particolare da fare, i giri attorno alle isole, attorno agli scogli, ma anche quando regatiamo in mare aperto, i salti di vento, e poi il posto è unico e il calore del club, dello Yacht Club, è unico anch'esso.
It's the most beautiful club I've been to in around the Mediterranean, and I'm always happy to come back, and especially to join the Giorgio Armani Regatta, which is my first, not last, hopefully.
It's fantastic to sail on Porto-Cervo. I've done it so many times, and every time is kind of the same, but there's always something a little bit different.
Devo dire una buona partecipazione, un gran livello tecnico anche, siamo in classe Corinthian, ma la cattiveria, o meglio la determinazione nelle regate anche in questa classe la vedo molto alta.
Ambiente spettacolare come sempre, felici di essere con il Grande Orazio.
Un equipaggio di amici velisti che cercano di fare il meglio ovviamente per un buon risultato, ma anche il fatto di stare insieme e divertirci, sorridere, e come va, noi siamo contenti e ci sentiamo sempre vincitori.
For anyone who's not been here, it is an absolute gem of a location, one of the best spots on the planet to race great big boats. So it was good, it was lighter, a little bit more sympathetic, good competition and just beautiful sailing.
The 2025 two-handed IRC National Championship was decided over 2 races within the RORC Seasons Points Championship, combining the results of the Cervantes Trophy race and the Myth of Malham race. With 33 entries from Austria, France, Great Britain and the Netherlands, the competition was intense. Tim Goodhue and Kelvin Matthews Racing's Sun Fast 3200 Cora were crowned national champions by a whisker from Sam White and Sam North Racing JPK 10.80 Muzungu. Simon Bamford's Sun Fast 3300 Kestrel Racing with Ollie Gregono completed the podium.
Kelvin and I are both really competitive. I've been sailing together for 5 years now, and we're doing all this racing off our own tactical back. The secret to our success over those years has been the balance of our partnership. We've sort of upskilled each other, and we've got a slightly older boat, slightly older sails, but we're still making the boat go fast and broadly the right direction.
We're a JPK 1080. It's a 2017 boat, so certainly not one of the newer boats in the fleet, but it's got a lot of fairly modern design features. Where there's 2 of you on a boat, you've kind of seen it all before, especially when you've got a few miles together. You predict what the other person is going to do, and when you go downstairs and go to sleep, you know that the boat's in as good hands as it possibly can be.
The fact that we're competing in such a competitive fleet, both in the double-handed division, but also in our IRC class and in the IRC overalls, is quite addictive really. And when we are able to pull off a victory, that's what keeps us coming back. I think we're just so probably addicted to being competitive. Who knows what the future holds, but I just think that, you know, so grateful to have had the last 5 years racing Cora with Kelvin. It's been amazing.
So we've got our goals written down. I'm realistic about the opportunities that we might have to do really well in the double-handed. But we want to win.
The 2025 Rourke IRC Two-Handed National Championship delivered a jaw-dropping finale in the form of the 235-mile Myth of Malham race.
Myth of Malham was very tough. I think we knew it was going to be tough going into it with the forecast, but the extra element that we found in our part of the race was the wind and the tide fighting against us for 24 hours was really difficult. Yeah, it was really, really tough. But we got around the Eddystone just after a sort of 30-35 knot squall came through. Well, we've rounded the Eddystone after a brutal 24 hours. Not sailed our best race so far, but you know, still halfway to go.
On the way back from the Eddystone, going past start point, the breeze was about 20 knots and the boat was getting on really nicely, but we got hit by what could only be described as Thor's hammer. Breeze suddenly 30 knots in like 2 seconds, the kite halyard slipped from the top of the rig and the boat absolutely took off, spray everywhere, and we just kind of had to hold on.
We did a few faultless jibes in 25 knots double-handed, which was nice, and just flew home.
After more than 30 hours of exhausting racing, Mzungu crossed the line first in the double-handed fleet, sealing a well-earned win for the Myth of Malham race.
To win the Myth of Malham this year is fantastic. Really heavy conditions on the way there and on the way back, so working exceptionally hard. Got back to the dock very broken, still feeling it now, but a great result for us.
So yeah, really amazing race. Thank you so much to the Rourke team.
Third time for us to win the double-handed, but the first time in really heavy airs, so really pleased with that result.
Cora finished just 30 minutes ahead of Bellino on corrected time and crucially 30 minutes ahead of Kestrel to win the IRC Two-Handed National Championship.
To win the IRC double-handed nationals is a great feeling, especially after coming so close last year, and Mzungu said really well up there, and I think they might have come second overall, and they were flying up to the Eddystone Rock. So we knew we had it all on to keep up with them or to even get close to them in the results on this race. So to have done that feels amazing, because it could have been easy to put our heads down, I think, at the halfway stage on this race, but we just kept pushing, and it feels great.
Meet the Principal Race Officer, Eric Reitenger, a St. Mary's alum, and several of the seniors who just graduated college, sailing their final event of their college sailing career.
St. Mary's College of Maryland, the host of the 2025 ICSA Open Fleet Race Nationals, has come to the second half of the week, where the top 18 teams who qualified from the semis are arriving to prepare for the finals. Hi, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV. Last night, some of those teams celebrated by having dinner with their parents, or running 7 miles, or visiting the Green Door, or living it up on the 4th floor of that inn in Lexington. But now it's time to race for the Open Championship title and the Morse Trophy, named in honor of Henry Morse, an MIT grad, where this championship was held in the 1930s and 40s. They're also racing for the final points that will be added up to determine the best performing school over all 7 championships, the Fowle Trophy, named for Leonard Fowle, who was there in the very beginnings of college sailing, serving as VP of the ICYRA for years, and is the reason college sailing has evolved into what it is today.
My name's Emily and I go to Brown. I'm a senior, so this is my last event. And I started sailing. I'm from England, but I lived in Miami when I was younger, so being in the nice weather, I started sailing and then kept it going when I went back to England. And I always wanted to come back to the US for college because of how big college sports are here.
I'm Sam Bruce. I'm a 5th year at MIT, and I grew up sailing in Annapolis, so I've actually sailed here at St. Mary's a lot of times. But what kept me in the sport was my teammates and all their support, and my coaches, and just my love for the game.
Beams on 3, beams on 3! 1, 2, 3!
I'm Nick Echarte. I sail for Tufts. So I started sailing in high school, and I liked it. I did like every sport before that.
I think the coolest thing about sailing is that it's always changing. Like, you never get the same day twice, so there's always opportunities to learn and get better.
You really have to kind of be connected to what's going on in the conditions, which I think is cool and something very unique to the sport.
And what kept me here is the people. I love the people. Oh, and the sailing, I guess I should say also. But yeah, definitely the team's a good group of guys and girls. So
I think how everyone knows each other. There's not a huge amount of sailors in the world, and so you see the same people over and over again, which is really nice no matter like what country you're in. And so yeah, it's just a great community.
When all the sailors go around to different parts of the country, they have St. Mary's people they can stay with, they have coaching. You put a hat on or something, people will recognize that you come from St. Mary's, and you never know who you're gonna see around the world. This is one of my ways that I give back. I help run regattas once in a while when I get a chance to come back down and enjoy this beautiful campus.
including me, the 25 of us in the senior class of Tufts just graduated. From day one, you get a 25-person friend group, and I think, yeah, definitely made Tufts, like just starting any experience, but especially freshman year at college, made it much easier having that built-in network. It's been a good 4 years.
And it's been the best decision. I've had the best 4 years being at a great school, but also competing at the highest level. So yeah, I'm excited for my last event and hope it goes well.
If you're debating whether or not to sail in college, you should definitely give it a try. The people are awesome everywhere, and like, you'll never find a tighter community of friends for life, and it's super fun, and you get time outside on the water, which is definitely needed in college.
The Breeze did not end up cooperating today, try as they might. So tomorrow we'll be crossing our fingers that Mother Nature graces both A and B division with 3 races each to constitute a national championship. Join us then. For T2P TV, I'm Ashley Love.
Bent Christian Wilhelmsen's Otto has won the 2025 5.5-meter German Open in Warmond after only one final race was possible on Saturday in very light winds. New Moon 3 takes second with Ali Barber in blue, in third and the first German boat.
Good week with the Otto team. A new experience to race with these guys. We had low expectations from the beginning, and learned a bit about their boat with them. The racing was good here at Warnemünde, and the boys did a great job of carrying me around the course, really.
It's the first time for us that we sailed a modern in a German Open, and we are very, very happy that we finished so well. And it was a great fun to sail, and we thank Murphy a lot that we could sail his boat.
And thanks to all the competitors.
The race committee did a fantastic job to get as many races as possible. Yesterday was a huge day of 4 races. We sort of looked at each other on the boat and said, don't know how we're going to get through this. We had a good day. It was probably the key to the regatta for us was the boat speed in the heavier air over the lighter stuff today, which we did our best job of trying to lose the regatta, but just scraped in at the end.
The 52 Super Series now has a proud history of continued success since being established in 2012, very soon becoming renowned as the world's leading Grand Prix monohull yacht racing circuit. Indeed, 2022 saw the 10th anniversary celebrations, back in Barcelona, where it all began at the Trofeo Conde de Godó Regatta in May 2012, and really the circuit has gone from strength to strength, with new teams continuing to join and owners building new race boats as they seek potential gains.
Well, the world's leading Grand Prix monohull circuit, the 52 Super Series, comes out to the rugged northwest of Spain. We're in Galicia for the Galicia 52 Super Series Royal Cup. Everything's at stake. We've got 11 boats here, 9 different nations. We've got Teasing Machine and Phoenix rejoining the fleet. We've got rugged conditions. We should get some breeze, big waves, hopefully great action, and it's all on the line. So highly anticipated race number 1, the breeze is 12 knots, 315 degrees is the wind axis. It's a very, very even start. In fact, Alcedo, the Italian boat, probably get the best start. The battle is really generally to get out to the right side. Allegra sail the top part of the beat especially well, getting out right in the top third and lead round the top mark. It's very close between Preveza round in second and third. Platoon, American Magic around fourth. Through the leeward gate, all of the top 2 boats go round the right hand mark. Platoon go out to the left, but it's really on the second upwind. American Magic make some gains, get up to second. Through the finish line, it's Allegra winning the first race. They were last in the last race in Saint-Tropez, winning the first race here. American Magic getting second with a nice comeback after being fourth at the top mark. Third are Preveza and fourth Platoon Aviation. Race 2, the breeze is much the same, around about 12 knots off the start line. Boats clustered towards the committee boat end of the line. In fact, American Magic make a nice start from the leeward end of that group, off the pin end of the line. And up the first beat is the left side that does come in very nicely in the end for Alcedo, which lead round the top mark, with American Magic round second, Paprec in third. And that's the order all the way round the course. Vitamina under pressure from American Magic at different points, but the Italian boat lead through the finish line to win race 2 with American Magic in second. They lead the regatta. Paprec get third and Allegra in fourth lie second overall. So after 2 races, the Galicia 52 Super Series Royal Cup, American Magic with 2 second places lead the regatta on 4 points. Second are Allegra on 5 points, and third Alcedo Vitamina on 6.
For the Luna Rossa team, the month of May marked the full resumption of activities ahead of the 38th America's Cup. The Cagliari base is fully active and the sailors have begun training on the AC-40, getting ahead of their rivals. Around the same time, the Defender announced Naples as a future Cup venue, and the Vespucci ship met with the team upon returning from its world tour. The spotlight is back on Luna Rossa.
Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. So, just a quick speech. Tomorrow we're gonna go out sailing for the first time in this new campaign. Make sure we are all focused on what we are doing. I think in the next couple of weeks, by the end of May, we will know the shape of the next America's Cup. I think we all see we want to try to work in this new campaign in a more structured way. It's going to take time. It's going to make some people unhappy at the beginning, but we believe, I believe, is a way to go. We need to raise up the level which is being used in the past. The name of the team is going to be Luna Rossa, as a Luna Rossa team. Tutto chiaro? Grazie. Ciao.
Intanto bellissimo, adrenalina molto alta, si riparte, quindi la felicità è dalle stelle.
Umore sempre alto, al massimo, aspettiamo che il vento entri e per fare un'altra giornata di sailing perfetta.
Pronti lo saremo, dai, iniziamo adesso, quindi la voglia crescere.
Nuova campagna, nuova energia, nuove forze, si rinizia, si riparte, ripartiamo.
For the very first time, Luna Rossa win the Puig Women's America's Cup.
Really quick, obviously Naples is out, so the next cup is going to be in Naples. Obviously, it's positive the fact we're going to race in Italy, and I think it's an opportunity for us. We will be a bit more under pressure because we will have the whole nation. I can tell you, when we raced in 2012, and luckily we won the event there, I never saw so many people. I felt like I was one of the most famous soccer players in my life, just to understand the feeling. So it will be 1,000 more than 10 years ago. So it's going to be huge. I want to make sure the team is focused on what we're doing. So leave everything outside. Please, keep going, stay focused on what we have to do, and the team, like always, will organize your life to try to be in the best position as possible. Any question? Perfetto.
Con nave Vespucci potrebbe essere intorno alle 15 al largo di Cagliari.
The Maxi Bank Populaire 11 received 2 wins out of 2 at the start of the season. With a start and a night in a small time and the arrival of more favorable conditions, the Maxi Bank Populaire 11 will have experienced different navigation configurations during its victory over the Arman race. A strategic race that allowed Armel Leclerc, Sebastian Josse and the crew to test the Ultim and prepare for future deadlines.
Très rapide, on n'a pas eu beaucoup de vent, voire quasiment un vent inexistant la première nuit de course. Donc ça n'a pas été très rapide pour aller jusqu'à la chaussée de Saints, au large de la pointe du Finistère, où on s'est retrouvé avec pas mal d'autres multicoques, quasiment au contact pendant ce premier tronçon. Et puis ensuite on a réussi à s'échapper un petit peu sur la fin de cette première partie où on est passé en tête à la marque de mi-parcours et derrière le vent est rentré enfin. On a pu exploiter le potentiel de Banque Populaire 11 avec ces nouveaux feuilles qui nous sont toujours qui nous satisfont vraiment. Au coucher du soleil dans la baie de la Trinité, c'était sympa, il y avait une belle lumière, un beau spectacle. Et voilà, une nouvelle victoire pour le team, c'est super, on est content. C'est l'objectif pour nous après le Tour de Belle-Île de compléter ces petites victoires, mais c'est surtout pour nous des objectifs importants pour la suite du parcours.